So my dear student, let's start our today's science class. So in our last class we have already started our chapter number 2, that is nutrition in animals. So do you remember what are the 4 main steps of digestion in human beings? So that main 4 steps of digestion in human being are ingestion. Just see the picture. By seeing picture you also remember that what are the 4 main steps of digestion. So let's revise let's revise it again. So first step is ingestion. What is ingestion? Do you capable to define ingestion? Okay, I will help you. Ingestion is a process of taking food. It means that the process of taking food is called ingestion. Second step is digestion. The breaking down of food into simpler and soluble molecule inside the body is called digestion. The third one we have absorption. The process by which soluble molecule present in the digested food pass into the body fluid like blood is called absorption. And the fourth one we have assimilation. Assimilation means the process in which the absorbed food is used for producing energy and growth is called assimilation. And the last one we have egestion, the process by which the undigested food material are thrown out of the body is called egestion. Okay, so now these are the main. Okay, so let's see the picture of human digestive system. I already shown you a picture of human digestive system, but once again let's revise and see what are the parts of human digestive system. So see that all the parts carefully: mouth, salivary gland, esophagus, stomach, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine, appendix, rectum and anus. So all these are the organs which together constitute the human digestive system or alimentary canal. So my dear student, we have already completed explanation of mouth, buccal cavity, esophagus and pharynx. So now today we have to learn about stomach. So let's proceed. So my dear student, parts of digestive system that already explained to you is mouth and buccal cavity, pharynx and esophagus. So let's revise once again. So you know that the process of digestion start in the mouth itself, where the food is mixed with saliva. Saliva secreted by the salivary gland contain digestive juices which help in the breakdown of starch into sugar. It means that our salivary gland contain a digestive enzyme that is called salivary amylase, and salivary amylase break down starch into sugar. The saliva also make the food slimy so that it can be easily swallowed. The food passes from the mouth into a long tube called the esophagus and also called food pipe. It means that esophagus is also called food pipe. The walls of the esophagus contract and relaxes to produce a wave-like movement called peristaltic movement. This movement helps to move the food down into a large sac-like muscular organ called the stomach. So I hope you remember all the things. So now today we have to learn about the stomach. Before that, you see this picture, nasal cavity, that is lips, tongue, pharynx. So now give me answer, what is pharynx? Do you remember? I already explained you about pharynx. So pharynx is a common passage for food and air. It means that our food pipe lies behind the windpipe. So pharynx, it is a common passage for both food and air. So pharynx check first whether it is food or air. If it is air, it allows to move toward windpipe, and if it is food, it allows to move towards esophagus or food pipe. Now below that you see one structure is there, it is called as epiglottis. So what is epiglottis? So epiglottis is a leaf shaped flap located behind the tongue at the top of larynx or voice box. Larynx is called voice box. So the main function of the epiglottis is to seal off the windpipe during eating so that food is not accidentally inhaled. तो ये epiglottis एक फ्लैप मतलब एक फ्लैप शेप का स्ट्रक्चर होता है जो हमारे वॉइस बॉक्स के पास होता है और इसका फंक्शन ये होता है कि जब भी हम खाना खाते हैं ये विंड पाइप को सील कर देता है, तो इसलिए जो हमारा फूड होता है वो सीधे हमारे फूड पाइप में ही आता है और गलती से भी विंड पाइप की तरफ मूव नहीं करता है. सो my dear student, I hope you understand mouth and buccal cavity, pharynx and esophagus. So let's move toward next organ of our digestive system. So our next topic is stomach. So stomach is a very essential organ of our digestive system or alimentary canal. So it is very important organ of our digestive system. So whenever we eat food, our stomach expands as food enters in stomach. And why it expands? Because it consists of muscular wall. So our stomach, it expands as we eat food because it has a muscular wall and it expands to accommodate with food. Our stomach is a J-shaped bag-like structure made up of muscles. Now, the inner wall of our stomach, it contains gastric glands which secrete enzyme pepsin, hydrochloric acid and mucus. This hydrochloric acid, it plays a very important role. The hydrochloric acid kills the microorganism and provides an acidic medium for effective digestion. So whenever we eat food, along with food, some microorganisms and germs enter inside our stomach. So this hydrochloric acid kills that germs and microorganisms and make the environment of stomach acidic for the effective digestion. Now enzyme pepsin, it can work only when the environment of the stomach is acidic, and this hydrochloric make the environment of stomach acidic. Now enzyme pepsin, it plays a very important role in the digestion of fat. So pepsin, it breaks down the complex protein into the simpler one. This enzyme pepsin, it is present in our stomach in inactive form, that is known as pepsinogen. और ये जो pepsinogen होते हैं ये active तभी होंगे when the environment of our stomach is acidic. So in the presence of acidic environment, that pepsinogen it become active, and active form we called what? Enzyme pepsin. So pepsinogen, in the presence of hydrochloric acid, they become active, and then we call them enzyme pepsin, and this enzyme pepsin, it breaks down the complex protein into the simpler one. So in this way, hydrochloric and enzyme pepsin, they help in digestion. Now the third one is mucus. So mucus is also very important because its function is to protect the inner lining of the stomach. So the digestion, it means that the whole environment of the stomach is acidic, and digestion is also very strong. So to protect our stomach being digested, mucus is there. And what is mucus? Mucus is a slimy or slippery substances which protect our stomach from being digested. तो म्यूकस स्टोमक को प्रोटेक्ट करता है ताकि जो डाइजेशन का प्रोसेस होता है, इट मीन्स गैस्ट्रिक जूसेस इज़ सो स्ट्रॉन्ग, गैस्ट्रिक जूसेस आर वेरी वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड डाइजेशन भी बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग हो सकता है। तो हो सकता है कि फूड डाइजेशन के साथ साथ हमारा स्टोमक भी डाइजेस्ट हो जाए गैस्ट्रिक जूसेस की वजह से हमारा स्टोमक भी डाइजेस्ट हो सकता है, क्योंकि जो इन्वायरमेंट होता है वो बहुत ही एसिडिक होता है, तो डाइजेशन बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग हो सकता है। सो दैट्स वाई म्यूकस इज़ देयर एंड म्यूकस प्रोटेक्ट द इनर लाइनिंग ऑफ द स्टोमक एंड इनर लाइनिंग ऑफ द स्टोमक। तो इसलिए म्यूकस जो होता है वो हमारे स्टोमक को प्रोटेक्ट करता है। So, I hope you understand the process of digestion. Now, after digestion in the stomach, the semi-digested food is called the chyme. So, what is semi-digested food is called? Semi-digested food is called chyme, and that chyme passes into the small intestine. Further digestion of food take place in the small intestine, where the secretion of the liver and pancreas are released. So, about this topic we will discuss in our next video. So my dear student, I want that please you revise all these things again and again which I taught you in this video. So next topic we will discuss in our next video. Till that, please complete your notes and keep yourself free from infection. Use sanitizer and mask and maintain social distancing also. So thanks for watching this video.